Hello guys, and welcome to my first episode of the My Team career mode that I'm going to be running. So what I've done here is I'm going to be doing these activities to I'm just going to be doing these activities to get started. So the teammate that I've signed is Oscar Piastri. I'm going to be I've done a midfield challenger, so I should be relatively up in the midfield, so I can start getting some decent points. I've done a full quali and a 50% race. I'm just going to be chucking on some R&D points for. So I'm going to put this chassis upgrade on, because chassis is one of thinking about aero as well. Aero and chassis is one of our weak spots, but I've done a Mercedes engine, so we should be alright with durability and that. So I'm actually going to do an aero upgrade, which will set us off for this. I'm going to be doing a drag reduction upgrade, because this will help us with overtakes and whatnot. So I'm also going to be upgrading some facilities, so I will do the pit equipment to I can't yeah, I'll be doing the pit equipment to help with the pit stops, and we've still got 2.1 mil left over. We're just going to save that up. So yeah, let's advance to the Bahrain Grand Prix. I've also done a full calendar, so which would be, so I'm trying to make this realistic, kind of. But yeah, I can go to chassis upgrade now, because I will do another. I'll do a front downforce upgrade, which will set us for Australia. So yeah, let's just advance to.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process.
This drag reduction upgrade has helped, and now I'm going to do. I don't know whether to do a rear wing, like a rear downforce upgrade, to balance out the front downforce. I'm going to do that because I don't want the car to feel unstable going around corners. And they'll both come in for Australia. Just fingers crossed they don't fail. This is looking good for us going into Bahrain. 6th in the R&D, which is really good. Just trying to I'll put the liveries on the car. Oh, sorry, the sponsor decals. So I'll chuck Euroturp. I really don't know how to say this, so I'm just gonna go with Euroturp. I'll chuck Moon. I don't put anything on there. Euroturp. Moon. Euroturp. Pretty decent to start off this career. I'm going to try and... Actually, no, I won't. So, let's advance to the race weekend in Bahrain. Bearing in mind, I am just going to be doing qualifying in this video, and then a race in a separate video, which will get posted either today or tomorrow, in the afternoon at some point. So yeah.
Hey, welcome to the team. Good to finally meet you. I'm Max. I'm the head of R&D here. I've been following your career closely, and I have to say I'm a huge fan. I think we're going to get on great. This is your machine. From here, you can track your performance, look into R&D upgrades, and much more. Let me know if you run into any problems.
Right. I have to do practice 1 here, which I will do. I shall do the track acclimatization to just max out the apexes and stuff in this track. So yeah, let's go on to practice 1.
Morning mate, Mark here. Thanks again for bringing me on board. You've found a lot of talented people for this team and I can't wait to see what we can accomplish. Our journey to the Constructors' Championship starts right here today and the car is ready to head out when you are.
So, what I'm going to do now is do the track acclimatization for Bahrain. I'm going to chuck up my setup for Bahrain. So yeah. Practice. Okay. Track acclimatization. Let's start this. Drive out.
Okay, track's green right now, so take a few laps to get the tyres up to temp and get yourself in the zone.
I'm going to change this to my cockpit view camera. So, going on, we have to get the tyres up to temperature to start this acclimatization. These front tyres don't want to warm up going out of sector 1. My real aim for today is to get into Q3. If not, that doesn't really matter to me. Right. Let's start this track acclimatization. This time we'll go a little bit deep in this
We're approaching the DRS zone. Watch your MFD for the activation point.
Oh! Bit of a moment coming out of turn 1. Exit turn 3, sorry.
Okay, DRS zone coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
Good, turn 1, 2, 3. one moment. Coming out of turn 13. This should be enough to get 4 points.
Great stuff, mate. You've pretty much nailed this circuit. This is a really strong foundation to
And
build from over the course of the weekend.
5. So I will pull back into the pits after this lap. If this, I mean, yeah, this lap is going to be worse. Moment. I'm actually going to stay out this lap because this is going to be a purple lap and better counter version.
That's fantastic.
We just do a better lap by 100 seconds. So I'm going to tell Mark that I am
okay, we can take you this lap.
So we're in the pits, and when we get into the pits, I'm going to retire from this session. So I'll get into the pits and then retire. So I'm going to retire from this session.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three.
Porsche being P14, which is really good, and myself being P18 on the hards,
we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One.
Daniel Ricciardo and Pierre Gasly not setting any times in practice 1, which is rather odd. So so as I'm only doing qualifying today, this will be a shorter video than the race, which will be uploaded later today or tomorrow. So it's quick practice. All I have to do is do the 100% success R&D points first. Good luck today. Spoke to you soon. But as long as I get the R&D points, I'm not too fussed about the R&D discount things, whatever they're called. So yeah. Excuse me. Not looking good to get all of the upgrades in. Nah. 4 or 5 on this isn't bad. At least we got the R&D points, which is good. Acclaim is going up, nice. So let's see if we can get some upgrades in for the chassis. I can get this drag reduction, but I think some chassis upgrades are better. Power we're doing relatively fine, and then durability I'm not fussed because we have gearbox and actually no, that's not gearbox, that's the energy store. Duh. So I shall do this weight reduction upgrade, which will put us 4th in the chassis, and it'll come in for Australia, so we'll have a better car for Australia when we get there. So let's head to quali for the F1 2022 Bahrain Grand Prix. Okay, so what I'm going to do for this session, I've got the I've got the so I've got the fuel load to 2.8. I'll chuck it on lean when we're going for our warm-up lap, so we can have as less fuel as we possibly can for our run. So Max Verstappen and Zhou Guanyu are heading out onto the track at this early point in the quali. Daniel Ricciardo is looking like, and Kevin Magnussen are looking like they're doing the same. Carlos Sainz as well. I'm going to accelerate the time for a minute so we can see who's on track, and then so if we go onto the track now, it would be a good time to do.
All set, we're ready to go, so let's get the car out onto the track.
Bit to lean and we've got no damage yet. Sunset across that, a 129.0. As we enter this flying lap, we seem to have a good exit for the last corner. We go a bit deep into turn 1. Bit of a moment coming out of turn 3. Long distance tow. It's easy to get out of the way. Right. That is a good lap. Latifi did get in our way a bit in sector 3, which is not ideal. Looks like a Mercedes has spun into turn 10.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
And reduce the tyre wear. Let Alonso pass.
Less than 1 lap of fuel left now. The tank's pretty much empty.
Tail Porsche is on a flying lap. I think this is pretty decent. P7 at the minute. Only 2/10 off Ocon, but there is time to be gained. So yeah, it's a good first lap. We will go out for a second lap as well, just to make sure. But if we do say top 10 after everyone's finished their first lap, I will not consider going out again, because I just feel like no one can really gain that much time. So P11 at the minute. Carlos Sainz has done a perfect lap, purple all 3 sectors to do a 1:29.0. Teo Pourchaire in P18, only 1/100th off Sebastian Vettel, and looking to maybe get P16. Us at the minute in P12, which is relatively decent. So if we accelerate this time, the cutoff point is P16, so people have to gain 5/10, which I, in my opinion, don't think that is doable. So we will stay in the pits for this remainder of the time. Looking at this P13 at the minute. Pourchaire needs to improve his time. Us in P14, which is good. And Teo Pourchaire is knocked out and is in P18 for the start of the race. He was only 1/10 off the cut-off. And that's just really unfortunate for Teo Pourchaire. So the people knocked out in Q1 are Nicolas Latifi, Lance Stroll, Zhou Guanyu, Sebastian Vettel, Teo Pourchaire and Pierre Gasly, which is really unfortunate. But it is a really close grid. Only 1.7 seconds separates first to last. So heading into Q2 now. We shall attempt to get into Q3. It might not be doable, but we will try. Just accelerating this time to see what Perez can do on his first lap. There's a 1:28.6, which is a faster time than Carlos Sainz in Q1 by 4 tenths. Charles Leclerc, the next to cross the line, not knowing if he's on a lap. No, he isn't. Alonso goes 1.4 seconds behind Sergio Perez. Daniel Ricciardo goes also 1.4 seconds, but Carlos Sainz almost a second behind Sergio Perez on his first lap. He's a purple sector 1, but his sector 2 and sector 3 times are considerably worse than Sergio Perez. Second sector was 4 tenths off, and then his third sector was 7 tenths off. Even his teammate Max Verstappen struggles to get even close to Sergio Perez. So we shall go out to track and
Okay, when you're ready, let's go.
a lap. So we'll go out track and see what we can do. Run these tires up for first lap. Whoa. Who is this? Nice one, Nicola. 5 place grid penalty. That is crazy. Whoa. Whoa, you're playing. Just go. I hate it when these AIs do this because try this again. a good lap so far. This is a really good lap, P8. And that is really good.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Right, let's
Confirmed,
go
we'll receive you
into
at
the
the
pits
end of
this
this
lap
lap.
and then yeah, this is good. So I will truck less fuel on for my second run. I am going to go out again because we are in the top 10, which is really good. I don't get, we're in P8, so that means one of the midfield teams, which like aren't the top 3 teams, are in the top 6. What are these times? A 1:29.7. I'm only at 100th off George Russell in the Mercedes. Lando Norris doing a 1:29.3 in 4th, which is really good. Charles Leclerc is 4/10 off Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez is flying in Q2. But in the drop zone at the minute is Fernando Alonso, Daniel Ricciardo, Mick Schumacher, Esteban Ocon, Alexander Albon and Kevin Magnussen. Albon's doing good, he got out of Q1. But yeah, Ricciardo and Alonso need to improve, because these two will fight to get out of Q2 and into Q3. So if that, okay. So let's head out to track for the second.
Checks complete. Everyone be aware, we've got a car leaving the garage.
shouldn't have any distractions going on to my last run. Got a good gap to one of the Sonoda, because Gasly is out. And then a good gap to one of the Williams, Alexander Albon. The only Williams in qualifying. Good exit out of the final turn. Relatively similar our first corner. Getting some time there. Oh no! We've broken our front wing in quali here. This may impact where we start in the race. And we are out of quali. We are out of qualifying. I've been disqualified from the session for parked in a dangerous position. But we are in P11 for the race. Carlos Sainz goes quickest. But we are out of quali. A huge shock as we spun out of turn 8. Which is terrible. So we start the race from P11, our teammate in P18. It is a good performance from us, but we were up on our delta time, but we spun out of turn 8. So yeah, this is where the video ends for today. The race will be uploaded tomorrow, but yeah, this qualifying, us P11 and Teo Porsche P18. So my gameplay of the race will be uploaded tomorrow, so I will see you guys then. Peace.